Normally you'd think of a 700 horsepower car as something that you only drive on cruise nights, because that kind of power is typically reserved for a car that is a bit too much to handle for regular, everyday driving. But when it comes to the Hellcat Charger, there's so much refinement in this car that you almost immediately fall in love with it on so many levels. Last year we spent a week with the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. We wanted to find out if it's a car you can drive every single day. This year we're going to try the same thing with the Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. Try to ignore the supercharged Hemi for a minute and put this car into perspective. You have all the luxuries that you'd have in just about any other four-door sedan. You have climate control, an amazing sound system, comfortable seats, heated steering wheel, and a host of features to select from, including suspension and handling. Now think about the supercharger and put your foot down and you've got the fastest sedan in the world in your hands. It's got a 204 mile/hour top end, and it's a little bit quicker in a quarter mile than the Challenger. But now we're going to ask the question, is this a car that you can drive every day? Is 707 horsepower a little bit too much for a family? We just pulled the Charger off the dyno. For 707 horsepower at the crank, we ended up with 635 rear-wheel horsepower and 595 pound-feet of torque. It's pretty impressive for a four-door family sedan that's got plenty of room in the back for two adults. Does a family need this kind of power? Maybe they don't need it, but it's nice to have it. A lot of media sources took the car and they said, it's a toy. It's not a car you want to drive every day. Park it in the garage, bring it out occasionally, maybe have a little bit of fun with it. But when you're going to drive to work, get in your little economy car. Now, just because you have a gallon of ice cream in the freezer doesn't mean you have to eat it all in one setting. Same thing with the supercharged Hemi. You got 707 horsepower, but you don't have to use it all the time. You're not getting into the boost when you're just driving normal down the freeway. You don't really have to mash the throttle every time you get in the car. It's nice to know it's there, but you can drive it normal like any other car every single day. We got to drive it a little bit hard, see what it can do. We also got to drive it a little bit conservatively to see what kind of fuel mileage we can get. I averaged about 25 miles per gallon on the way to work this morning. Not too bad. We loaded up with people, we went all over Southern California, we put a few hundred miles on it. One of the things we found out is this is not a toy. This is a real car, it's a driver's car. This is a car you can use as a daily driver.